So we're going to start with standing, and kind of a combination today of some sun salutations, some warm-ups, sun salutations, and then working with some deep yin stretching. So let's begin with our warm-up. So basically what you're going to do is take your right leg over the other, right leg over the other. I saw Cindy doing all that strength training. So now you're going to do like some nice stretching for the hamstrings. So your leg over the other, and you might need a block. Have your blocks handy, or you're coming forward. You could also bend the knees and you reach down. So it's fine to bend the knees because it's quite a stretch to the hamstring and you want to release your back. So lower your head, breathe in. Maybe you can straighten the legs. You'll get a greater stretch to the back leg, is my guess. And then from here, so again, it's fine to use a block. Maybe I should show with a block, but I know not everyone has a block. You're gonna, if your left leg is behind the other, right, because you brought your right foot in front, we are going to walk the hands to the right. Walk your hands to the right and feel the stretch along the left outside hip and left IT band. So stretching through, breathe in, exhale. Let your neck release. Come back to center. With balance, bring the arms out to the sides, come on up. It's balance because we're not used to standing this way. And then hands are to heart and reverse. Your left leg in front of the other. So the stretch is going to be in the back leg. Reach the arms up, balance. Deep breath in and come forward. So you're shifting your weight back. You might have to bend your knees. Reach your hands down. And, you know, if you feel your back's too rounded, lengthen out. If you're okay with it, lower your head, relax your neck. And yeah, deep hamstring stretch. It might be that like the ball of the right foot comes up. Maybe you can drop it down. And then let's walk the hands to the left. Like if you were on a clock right now, you would go 11, 10, 9, and my pelvis will shift closer to the screen. So I feel that as a low back stretch, but as an outer hip and IT band, the iliotibial band, which runs along the thigh, a little past the knee even. Breathing in, exhale, stretching through, and then back to center, push feet into the mat, come on up, reach the arms up, palms touch, hands are to heart, and releasing, good work. So let's have our feet wide. Let's drop down to a safe squat where, by that I mean, you're just got a 90-degree bend. You don't have to go any deeper. And let's take one arm forward, try to lower your upper body. Retract the arm, extend the other arm forward, and maybe both arms forward. So breathing in, exhale, just look down, good. Push heels into the mat and reach up, extend, reaching the arms up. Good. One more standing warm up. Arms are out at a T, your right arm over the other. First you can wrap, then you hug, then you wrap. Arms are long, like elbows as high as shoulders. Your feet can be slightly apart. Take your arms up, reach upward. Bend the knees, drop down, and then up to you to straighten the legs. Let your head completely relax. Top of the head looking down to the mat, your eyes gazing towards your legs. Breathe in. Exhale. Soften the knees, come on up. Bring your elbows upward again. And extend, reach the arms out. Now as a counter to that, we're going to clasp hands. It's a lot like what happens in bridge. This pose corrects posture. You could have palms touching or not. I don't, actually I could and not. It doesn't make too much a difference for me. Roll the shoulders back, look up, send your heart center up. And we'll do second side. So extending the arms, now it's your left arm over the other, hug, wrap. And once you've wrapped the arms, take a moment, Look up, lengthen. Oh, arch back, good work. And then soften the knees as you come down. So you get a chance to stretch into your back, and then straighten the legs if you can. Let your head hang, let the back of your neck release. Hamstrings, hamstrings. The more active you are, the more activity you do, the more, more muscle you have, the more intense this is, right? One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, press, push feet into the mat, come up, great. And then unwind, and now we're gonna take the hands behind the back, interlace fingers, roll shoulders back, squeeze shoulder blades together, look up, this is the posture corrector. So gravity wants to pull shoulders down here, we reverse that process. Opening, opening, good, and then releasing, great. So I will take us on to a few more warm-ups on our backs before we do some sun salutations. So let's go ahead and do those. They're kind of, they're nice. I'm imagining all of you are like, yes. Okay. So have your feet wide. Arms could be up overhead. Your arms could be kind of like a diamond shape, elbows bent, and take your knees side side. So pretty simple, but really effective. Get into the hip joints. Now, when you go over, try to get your thigh down and try to really press your the top leg down. Back and forth, moving through the hip joints. Good. Lengthen. Great. One more on each side. Good. And then from here, let's go ahead and thread the needle. So your right ankle is over left thigh. Your right hand comes through, triangle legs make. You can hold behind the knee or hold your kneecap. Flex your right ankle. And notice if your left knee is sinking to the right. Make sure your knee is aligned, your left knee aligned with your left hip. Breath in. You're gonna feel this on your right outer hip. If you've been riding your bike or hiking, swimming, stand-up paddleboarding, you're feeling this for sure. Breath in, exhale. Even if you've been doing a lot of walking. Yeah. One more breath, inhale, exhale. Now we're bringing the foot down and arms are at a T and you're going side side. So again, a little different, not quite the windshield wiper, but slightly different now. When your knees go left, drop them. And you can take your left hand on your right knee, have your right shoulder down and breathe. If you want it to go deeper, maybe right hand holds left foot, so you get a quad stretch, but you want your right shoulder down. We have all levels. Maybe left hand holds right foot and you extend. You could use a strap for that movement. And as long as you're turning your head away from the extended leg or away from your left, breathe in. Exhale. There's a good summer stretch for you. And the warmer it is out, the more limber we are going to be. That's the silver lining of dealing with the heat. Okay. Let's release and come back. So you're aligning, you're really aligning. Take some pelvic tilts just for a moment. Exhale, press your back down. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. So that helps your back, helps the alignment. And we have the second side, left ankle over the other, over thigh. Thread through, left hand threads through, grab hold of your knee and take a moment, flex your left ankle so you protect your left knee and breathe. Get right into the stretch. It's worth it. This is prevention of sciatica, a good thing to do. We want strength. We want to be strong. We want to have hip stabilizers holding us up. Yes, but we don't want to be bound, like so bound that movement is restricted. So we want both. We want strong, long muscle spindles. And yoga helps us to develop long, strong muscle spindles. Take another breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then place your right foot down. And let's go ahead and move side, side. So when you come over, you want your foot to touch down and knee, outside thigh, and across. So pretty simple movement. But now, next time you go right, drop your legs. Right hand will hold left knee. Left hand will hold right foot and draw the knee back. Good. Now, take hold, right hand. You can use a strap or hand to foot. Usually having a strap is tough because how do you get your foot in the first place? How do you loop it? Bring your head to the left and breathe. See if you can extend through the leg. Breath in. Exhale. Hope everybody stays really hydrated today. It's hot. It's going to be hot out, even in Seattle. I mean, it's hot in Eastern Washington for sure. Stay hydrated, and that will also help you with your flexibility. When we're dehydrated, it's really hard to move the joints because the joints rely on fluid, on synovial fluid. All right, and release and come on out. So once you come out, take a moment, and we're going to do some pelvic tilts again. Press down and inhale. Press down, press your back down into the mat and inhale. Again, press down, press your back down, good. And release. Now we have bridge. So elbows are tucked into your sides. Let's go ahead and have our elbows bent and press up. Once you press up, clasp hands behind you. Tuck shoulders underneath you. This is a wonderful, safe spinal arch. It's one of the best because most people can do this. We all benefit. Back is strengthened, toned, glutes are toned. Breathing in, exhale, and you feel the opening of the front quads, the hip flexors. They tend to tense up also with stress. And, just some, I think these have been, these are challenging times on many levels. And right now, just kind of working through the tension. Good. And so that at the end of the session, we can feel really free and lighthearted and light of body, mind, spirit. So hold your feet, go wide, have your knees wide. Oh, I love thinking of those of you who are outside. And just like, if you're outside, your feet are looking up at the sun, at the blue sky, and others, we're all looking up at our ceilings or looking out the window. Okay, so take your legs up in the air, shake them out. It's kind of funny. Shake out your hands. It's kind of cute and funny, especially when mom, daughter are doing the shake out. It's really can be hysterical. Okay, so, and then release. Let's do some rolling back and forth. So here I am, bound angle. You could sit upright or lower your head. Bring your head to your feet. Lengthen the spine. And go back. So if you don't like plow, if you can't do plow, then you could come up and you could work more core. You could support your head or reach up. If you can do plow, then you're going back, going into plow, tucking shoulders underneath you, and then we'll all come up again. Bound angle, lengthen the spine, breath in, and then exhale, lower your head. Bring your head towards your feet or to your feet. Inhale, lengthen, or do the last one. Come back, last one. You could do your core work or reach your legs up overhead. Don't look at the screen. Tuck shoulders in, try to get your back really long. Lower, come up, soles of the feet together, lengthen the spine. Deep breath in, and then exhale, lower your head and bring your head down. Good. And releasing. Yeah, so let's make our way up to standing. Alrighty. So Sun salutations, first one slow, second one a little faster, and then we'll do some lateral stretches. I always like to give a little preview of what's coming up. And I'm like obsessed with the hydration, so I'm going to drink a little something. Please drink. And so let's start out at the front end of your mat. I think what I'll do today is I'll be on a diagonal so I could still look at the screen. I think that'll work. And those of you logging on a little later, yeah, this is my new studio. I'm so excited. Can do workshops, teacher training. I want to train people to work with adaptive yoga therapy. There's like so many things. I'm very, very excited. So hands are to heart center. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, reach up, lengthen, and arch back. So you're lengthening, getting that nice mobility in your spine, reaching for the, I was going to say stars. Let's reach the blue sky. And release, soften your knees, bend your knees a lot. And then once you're in here, then you can straighten, see what is possible, right? So you're trying to elongate your back. You're looking at your knees or your shin bones, pulling inward. But then the pull out is important. You're extending, get length in your spine, take all the rounding out, and then fold in again. See if maybe there's a little less rounding for you second time around. I know I'm talking about the back, but it's all this nice stretch to the legs. Let's take right foot back, pause in your low lunge. Some have blocks, some are okay without blocks. Fingertips, maybe you have your palms down, and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Oh, hello, hip flexor again. Breathing in, exhale. So let's come up. We're going to try to get the heel down. You could have your heel up if you want. Try to anchor your heel down, but the pelvis is squared. And 90-degree bend in your left knee. And reach the arms up. Extend. Dynamic. It's a good day to do sun salutations. You're greeting the sun. Let's bend the elbows like you're pulling down some weights. I want you to draw your shoulder blades against your back and then extend upward, look up and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Hands are to heart. Lower again. Now, when you lower, I'd like you to bring your knee down, and that might be it for you. Maybe, usually I do a little blanket thing, but anyways, not today. You may, if you want, I'm going to bend the back knee. That's, if you want to grab your foot, great, but if you just bend, I guarantee you'll be in a quad stretch. You could also be on fists here. Breathe in. Exhale. So remember, that yoga is a good clearing of the mind, just clearing the mind, taking in your environment, taking in all the sensation. All right, so we're going to lift, we're going back, downward facing dog. So step back, left foot back, look at your feet, they're hip distance apart, look at your hands, they're level. Lower your head, spread your hands into your mat, take up lots of surface space. Breath in. Exhale. Let's pedal. Bend one knee, press opposite heel down. Really work through your toes and your feet. Good. And stretching. Right. Wonderful. Press, press. Let's start to come forward to plank and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to lower. So you could have your knees down, or we're trying to lower Chaturanga Dandasana, and this time to upward facing dog. If you want to modify, come onto your belly for Sphinx. But if you can, you're extending, toes curled under or feet extended, and breathe. Try to lengthen your spine. Nice breath in. Exhale. Knees down, that's the best part. I add this in just to give you a release through the wrists so you can walk your hands, slide your hands back by your feet, lower your head. Breath in. Exhale. I would like you to feel, and it's kind of a stretch, right? But, like to that feeling, when I was home, I felt like, oh, my living room extends into yours, kind of feeling like there's that connection, like our homes are, it's like my studio, reaching out into your home and feeling that this connection of this beautiful community. We feel it in the beginning because we can see each other's faces, but even as you're practicing, can it really be that, you feel like there is an energy, I think, that goes across, it just moves, like it reaches. Okay. And I have a little story to say about that too. That's just really cool. So you're going to go back, downward facing dog. Some come on hands and knees to bring the right foot forward, or swing your right foot up and bring your foot forward. Okay. Stay in your low lunge, stretch your back heel. So last Monday was the first day I streamed from my studio called Yoga by Fran Gallo at Green Lake. And Sunday I came here and did all these tests, like making sure everything was working like it did at home. Bring your heel down. Let's start to come up. And I felt really sad on Sunday. I felt really sad because I felt really super lonely. It's a little echoey in here. It's beautiful space. I'm like, there should be people in here. And I just felt super lonely, like, my God, I have this space and it's empty. Reach up. But the happy news is that on Monday when I live streamed, I felt it got filled up with energy. It's not a lonely place anymore. I felt that it is full of energy. And I it's like, everybody's here. We're together. So that was the beautiful story there. Breathing in, the connection. Exhale. I want you to feel that connection. Yep. Let's come down again and let's bring the knee down. And another trick, if you don't have your blanket handy, you can always fold your mat over. That little extra is helpful. And you're trying to bend your knee. Some will reach, but I still get a good quad stretch when I bend the knee. And breath in, exhale. So what I'm doing is I'm bending the knee and then I shift my weight forward. My knee went beyond the line of the ankle. It's okay because I'm supporting with my hands. Good job. And then from here, we're going to come forward. Step forward. There you are in a forward bend again. Take a moment, stretch into your back. Breathe in. Exhale. Lengthen out. Oh, give your spine long feeling. Fold in again. Bend the knees. Come up. Feel accomplished. That was one side. Hands are to heart. Lengthen, reach back, or hands are together. And now hands are to heart center. Good work. Ooh. Okay, so we have one more. This one, I give you a little more silence, okay? But it's not quite as slow. Inhale up. Exhale back. Take another breath in. Exhale forward. Take your hands to your head, gently pull down, give your neck some traction. Left foot back, heel down if possible. Arms come up and reach. Breath in. Exhale. Take the arms to a T, have your palms up. For this one, your heel will come up if possible, and you're twisting towards your right knee. See if you can have a right angle bend, twist, it's a little core, a little balance, and look at your back hand. Try to really reach back. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Hands are down. You're gonna take your right leg, swing it up into the air, open the hip. Maybe your left heel can press down. Maybe you can reach the mat. Knee up in the air. There's another quad stretch. Turning your head to the right. Breath in. Exhale. Send your knee up high. Lower. Downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath. Step forward. There you are. Plank. Breath in. Exhale. Lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. And come onto your belly. You could be on your elbows or press up into Cobra. So you can keep your elbows down. They want to splay out, come in, and maybe you can extend. Or elbows is safer, like easier on the back. Breathe in. Exhale. It's all safe, but it's a matter of what your back will tolerate. And if this makes your back feel vulnerable, come onto your elbows. Good. Press back, come back to child's pose, curl toes under, head down, and breathe, stretching into your back. Breathing in, exhale. One more breath in, exhale. We're coming back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here. 2 rounds of breath. Let's take the left leg up into the air. Bend your left knee, send your knee up high. Good. Breathing in. Exhale. Send your knee up. And then look at your hands and swing your foot forward. Begin to draw your heel down initially. Press up. And once you press up, extend the arms. So my pelvis wants to open. I'm trying to square. I'm working at a lot of things here. How can I bend my knee? How can I extend through the back leg? Anchor down, square hips, breathe, be present. Let's take the elbows, bend the elbows, draw your shoulders down your back. Keep your shoulders there. Extend the arms up. Some are even going to reach the arms up. Arms out to a T. Back heel up. Take a breath in. Twist left. Turn, turn. This is your legs, your obliques, helping you to twist. Look at your back palm. Back to center. Hands are down. Step forward. One steer forward. Take a moment here. Take your hands to your head. Lengthen. Breathing in. Exhale. And then from here, soften the knees. Come on up. And once you come up, reach the arms up. Arch back. And hands to heart center. Good work. So, I'm going to shift my mat again. And we're coming to a squat. What I would say is it's modified, or you can have a block under you, or you can come to a regular squat. I'll show all of the above. If you've got a block, you can do the middle one. So this is one where you're getting a good stretch. Some bring the hands down, still getting a great stretch, low back. Others find they can go down easily, or maybe you're like, I'm going to use a block today. There's 3 heights, and you might find, wow, that maybe feels really good. You're in the squat, but you don't have to bear a lot of weight on your knees, or you could be free of the block. So wherever you're at, take another breath here. Inhale, exhale. Good. And then press on up. Good work. All right. So we have lateral stretches, and it's a sequence. It's kind of one-sided, and then you go over into another side. You may want a little extra knee padding. I'm just going to say, if you think you might need it and you have a blanket handy, it could be there. If not, fold your mat. You won't need it for a while. Let's go wide. And as we go wide, take a moment. Feet face the screen right now, but I'm going to switch that. I'm going to take, it's my left foot moving out. If we're so if you face the screen, your mat like mine, that might be easier because there's a lot of, you'll see it kind of, I did this yesterday and someone was saying that was so confusing. So take your left leg out and then we could all be on the same side. Yeah, extending and breathe. Inhale and shift your pelvis. Shift, shift, shift. So far, so good. So we're coming over to the left. Your right arm is up in the air. And I don't want to come forward. I know everybody does that because everybody wants to touch the ankle. But I would like to imagine that there's a wall behind me and one in front of me. And the wall is my guide to where I want my torso to be. The imaginary wall. I'm glad we're not on a wall, one in front, one in back. I want you to feel like your arms are wings. And breath in. Exhale. Come on up. And then from here, we're going to go to another side bend. So we go wider with the stance. You bend your left knee. And you know, the modified one is your elbow is to the knee. And you're getting, you know, some say triangle gives more of a side stretch. I think this one does. For me personally, this is the one. But they're different, you know, so it's hard to compare them because triangle is a terrific stretch. So now I come over. I have a 90-degree bend at the knee and extend. So you don't want, remember the two walls, you don't want to come forward. You want to really, in a sense, is a rotation, taking your left ribs forward, right ribs back, and breathe. Now, bring your right hand down and right knee down. That's when you might say, oh yeah, I want the knee padding, okay? Or fold your mat over. Come up, crescent moon. Pelvis is squared, reach your arms up. You could be upright or arching back. Oh, it's a breathing pose, isn't it? It's so wonderful. Breath in. Exhale. Now we're turning, I'm turning away from my left knee. So I'm going towards the right. It's an open twist. I'm going towards the right. Right hand will press down. Left arm is going to reach up. Another lateral stretch, this time along the left side of the body. You can have your hand on your back, hand on your thigh, calf muscle, or heel. And breathe. Oh, I see I kind of lost the bend, so I want to bend more deeply in my left knee. Breathe in. Exhale. Release. So it's going to be locked gait. So bring your left foot a little closer in, swing it to the side, straighten it out. So what it would look like is I was here, I went there, now I'm going to take my leg out to the side and straighten it out. It's hard for you to see that because of my positioning. Right arm up in the air and another side bend. Your left hand is sliding down your left shin bone. Breathe in, exhale. So again, just in case you're wondering, yes, it looks like that. Your toes are pointed away from your torso. You could also take your hand to the back of your head and send your elbow up. Come out. Be careful with your knee. See how this will work for you coming back to sitting. So I bring my hands down. My foot is going to migrate, my right foot is going to migrate to the left, and you come back to sitting. Now, if your knees are healthy, you're like, why is she explaining all this? Because not everyone's knees will be happy with that transition. So bear with me. So as you're here, you're going wide. My knee, so I could be like that. My legs closer in together, or I could take my leg back. I could take this leg back. And let's twist towards the bent knee. So this other leg is anchored down, twist to the right, and breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale. Side bend. Reach your left arm up and reach for your left foot. Ankle, foot, use a strap if you like, or a towel. Right arm is up into the air. Up and over. Up and over. So see how this works for you. Some can kind of close in the circle. Others find, yep, hand to elbow might be nice. Take a few moments here to breathe. Come on up, twist again. Now, this is entirely up to you. You might say, I'm going to stay with the twist, or right hand is going to help press you up. So it depends on your wrist and your shoulders, whether you'll do that or not. But I'll also probably adjust my knee. So I'm going to adjust it so it's on the sticky mat. I'll adjust my straightened leg, and it could be more of a side bend or more of a back arch when you look upward. Breathing in. Exhale. That should feel very dynamic too. Release. Crossing your legs. So once you've crossed your legs, let's take right arm up. Maybe you have a strap. It's that steer pose. So maybe your other hand is holding, or perhaps your hands can come behind the back. Okay, I'm trying to move so you can see it. Or right hand feeds a strap to the lower. So there you go. Look ahead of you. Breath in. I'll move this way so you can see me. Exhale. Might as well do both sides. So we're going to take the other arm up, reach, bend the elbow. You might feel that as a tricep stretch. Hold, your one hand can hold. Try not to have your head down. And maybe you have a strap you can use, or maybe your hands touch. So once they touch, then you can extend and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Good work. So once you've released, we're coming forward to downward facing dog. So maybe you have a better way. Shift back. There's no magical way. And then there you are in downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Walk or spring forward. Once forward, take a moment to stretch. Soften knees, roll on up to standing. Reach the arms up into the air, palms touch. Reach back and hands to heart center. We're turning. I told you it was long-winded. It's a lot. It's a journey, right? The whole yoga experience is a journey. Sun salutations is like an offshoot of that journey. And then now we've got these nice side bending lateral stretch journey. So once again, this time we're going to be going that way. So if you have props, if you know, I know that prop is going to be there. If you like your blocks, you put them on that side, okay? Prepare, think ahead of time. Okay. So we're going to take your right foot, turn it out. I have a feeling you did really well with the left, right, just because I warned you ahead of time, like, oh, people got confused. So you're like on it. Extend, breath in. Exhale, so you're shifting. The tendency is people start coming forward. Your side shifting, hand, wherever it will go, where you can maintain this. If you had a wall in front of you and one behind you and you had to fit in between, you would be, you wouldn't be moving your head forward or your bottom back. Breath. Exhale. It's a wonderful breathing pose. This is Julie Newcomb, whom we haven't seen, right? Julie loves this pose. She does this every single day. Come up. Begin to bend your knee. Bend your knee. And extend your arms. Another side angle pose. So arm up over ear. Maybe your hand coming down. So again, I don't want us forward. I want to stay back. Strong lateral stretch or intense lateral stretch. Can your energy not sort of go and come, but can your energy be consistent in the pose? Let's release. Take your hands down. Back knee will come down. Pause. So again, you might find that this is when you might need your knee padding. Stretching. Hip flexor. Oh, I think I did that. So bend your back knee. That might be something you want to try. Doesn't take, you could reach for it, but just bending is amazing stretch. Let's reach the arms up. Crescent moon. Take your palms together. Reach and breathe. Start to turn, turning away from your top bent knee. Your hand could be on your back, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, and side bend. Feel that stretch from now the right side of your body. Breathing in. Exhale. Good. Releasing. Coming out. So, locked gait. So I want to bring my foot closer in. I want to be more upright. I don't really want to be here. I want to be upright. And then take your right leg out to the side. So it would look like this. Okay. And left arm up into the air. Breathe in. Exhale over. Lengthen. Let your right hand slide down to your knee or past your knee. And breathe. These lateral stretches are wonderful for breath, for immune system, for the heart, for the brain, because you're increasing your capacity to take in oxygen, to breathe. Don't forget to exhale fully. The session gives us an opportunity to manipulate our breath. When we're in Shavasana, we are not going to manipulate. We're going to be the observer of the breath. But right now, you can work at breathing in and exhaling fully. Think of the exhalation as a cleanse. Come up. We sit back. Be careful with your knee. Sitting back, shifting back. And as you shift back now, you are sitting upright. Both sits bones are down. Maybe your foot is here. Can you go a little wider? And twist towards the bent knee. Lengthen the spine, twist, look back. Roll the shoulder back and breathe. And then side bend, reach for your foot. Right hand, right foot, left arm coming up. Deep breath in, exhale, come into the pose and breathe. See if the arm is in front of your face. Can your arm be further back? Feel where the restrictions are. See if you can go right into these areas. Okay, we're going to come up. Add the twist once more. So it's up to you. You can stay in the twist. or start to press yourself up. So I want my hand, if I'm going to press myself up into C-star, I'm going to really push my hand alongside hip, maybe adjusting the knee so it's on the sticky mat. Could be more of a lateral stretch, or looking up at the ceiling, lifting heart center, and breathe. Deep breath in, exhale. Wonderful. Come on out. Now, we're going to sit cross-legged. And if you feel like you've been on a journey, you have. Okay. And just take a moment, breathe in, exhale, breath in, exhale. It's a lot of stretching. So what I'd like to do is come on to, we'll go to downward facing dog, but then we'll come on to the elbows because I want to feel what that's like, but we'll also come on to our elbows. So whichever way you can, this is what I do. I rock forward. And first we'll do our downward facing dog. Have your hands spread wide, come back, lengthen, lower your head. I wanted you to feel this because you were here earlier. Now, both sides have been open. So you might feel that you're much more limber. Maybe your heels come down and you just feel shoulders are more open. And then I'm going to have you drop one elbow down and the other elbow down. So now you're in dolphin. You could clasp hands to make it a little easier or keep palms flat. You could stay here or walk the feet back to plank. So you lower your pelvis, you lift your head, you're going to look at your hands. Don't let your head hang. Yep, and you're in inclined plane. Breath in, exhale. Lower onto the belly and make sure elbows ended up just underneath the shoulders. Hands pressing down, tops of the feet push down. Look ahead of you and breathe. Sphinx. Some will stay here, some will go to cobra. Bring your hands, lower your head, bring your hands alongside chest. Elbows want to splay out. Tuck them in like they're magnetized. Bring your feet a little closer in together. Breath in, come up, extend, stretch into your back. Look past one shoulder, look back at your feet, and look the other way. Look back at your feet. Look ahead of you, look upward, lower. Let's all rest our forehead down onto our hands. Breathe, let go. And then we'll go wider with the knees, bend the knees, and let your feet go side, like back windshield wipers, back and forth, back and forth. What I would like to do here is work on the quads. So I'm going to show different ways, right? So the most obvious one would be grabbing hold of one foot, drawing heel towards buttock, pressing your pelvis down. That would be, like I said, kind of most obvious. You could do both, okay? I will continue to guide you, but another way is you could come to sitting in Virasana. And in that case, you would have maybe one block under a straightened leg. So it's a quad stretch. Maybe no block. Some of you are really open and you'll have no block. Some will go into full Virasana, Supta Virasana, where the other leg is bent. So see what works. You can lower. So I just wanted to put a few ways of getting into the quad stretch. What's most important is that you honor your body. You are not forcing where this goes. And honor where your body's at. If your knees say no, don't do this. Breath in, exhale. let's reverse. So if you were doing one, whether you're on your belly or you're seated like I am, you reverse. If you were doing both, the second time you can come into bow, or perhaps even going towards the back bend, because I'm just kind of challenging you. And again, you're gonna lean. The block would be under the buttock of the straightened leg, or no block, and you're making your way back. So I'm trying to be squared, but yes, this hip wants to come up. Breathe in, some come all the way back, right? Exhale. So you go to the place where your quad is stretching safely. Breathing in. Exhale. And finally, come on out and stretching the legs. We're going to come onto our backs. So when we come onto our backs, we're going to pull right knee to chest. Take a moment. Simple, wonderful. Deep breath in, lift your head, head to knee. Some of you can hold your foot. Release your head down, release the leg. Take your head side, side. Just let your head roll from side to side. Do the other side. We're going to take left knee to chest. Stretch your lower back. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your head, head to knee. And lower. Lower your head, lower your legs. Take your head side, 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 side. Take your right leg up into the air. Now, you could use a strap if you want. You could hold behind the knee. You could hold the foot. So see what works for you for this hamstring stretch. Breath in. Exhale. Let's bend the left knee and cross over. You could be like so, or right hand slides underneath, you're holding your knee. So it's an outer hip stretch and you have your right ankle flexed. Just a few rounds of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And just imagine, it's a hot day and it's the end of the session. I'm saying that because my hip still feels tight. My outer hips are forever. They're very nice and strong and stabilized. And then let's reach the other way, extend. And that's the one area that is like, wow, my bane in life. Yeah, but it's okay. I continue to go. Let's stretch the leg. Let's come into the hamstring stretch first. Take a moment, holding the leg, maybe holding your foot using a strap. And then from here, flexing and taking your left hand through, holding the knee, flexing the ankle, and breathe. Let's release and let's extend the legs. You have the last 4 minutes of your session. In Shavasana, I would like you to be very, very comfortable. Whatever it takes for you to be so comfortable. Take a moment here. and breathe. Completely relaxing your body. Completely relaxing your legs, your spine, and remembering this, the words of John Lewis that he wrote to be read at his funeral. He wrote these. Though I am gone, I urge you to answer the highest calling of your heart. That's so beautiful. And, you know, just kind of feeling right now like you are relaxed, you can feel, you feel the moment, this moment in time, fully immersed in this moment, listening to your heart, yes, on the one physical level, the beating of your heart, but also on kind of an emotional level, hearing, listening to your heart. Take a moment to feel light of body, mind, spirit, but also light-filled radiance. Allow yourself to feel a sense of balance. And then just to gradually, we're going to deepen the breathing. And go ahead and begin to move your hands, move your feet. Bend your knees, roll to one side. And make your way to sitting. Nice. You may turn your video and your audio on